U-Sports on CBC, présenté by l'U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, Fox Sporty, Veriburn Medical Supply, Les Bagues Baron Rings, BioSteel, APAR, and by Booster Juice.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Langley Events Centre for this U-Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Booster Juice on CBC. Alongside volleyball analyst Trinity Selecki, I'm Jason Wang. We're set to bring you the second of two consolation semifinals between the Montreal Carabins and the UBC Thunderbirds. A review of yesterday's quarterfinal results that sent them into this matchup. The host team TWU Spartans defeated the UBC Thunderbirds in the evening matinee, 3-0, while the Montreal Carabins were defeated by the Alberta Pandas 3-1 in the late quarterfinal matchup. We'll first focus on a key player to watch for the Thunderbirds side, their starting setter Izzy Robertschus, expecting to have a huge playmaking presence.
She controls the tempo of the match and distributes the ball to UBC's attackers very well. Last night she had a great performance. Her decision making is key. You know, she reads the opposing block and finds ways to best score.
And on the Carabin side, Sephora Meunier-Obele is expected to lead their attacking form at outside attacking. She led her team in kills, 14, as well as the overall scoring total at 16 points total.
She was definitely one of the standout performers for Montreal yesterday. She delivered a big offensive performance, and she led, as we talked about, in the Carabins attack. You know, when the Carabins need a point, they look to her, and she has such a quick arm. She goes into every attack just firing, looking to score.
Opening serve is coming up after the break. Live from the Langley Events Centre in British Columbia here, you're watching the 2026 U-Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Booster Juice on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTou.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTou.tv.
Thirsty? With 5 essential electrolytes and 0 sugar, BioSteel is the game changer you've been looking for. All of the good stuff with no extras and no gimmicks, just clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Steel sharpens steel.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Welcome back here at the Langley Events Centre 2026 U-Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Booster Juice on CBC. Just the last couple minutes of player warm-ups on court while the Carabins go through their attacking line motions. Trinity, who else do you feel like will be a key factor for the Carabins attacking form?
I definitely think their middles were super efficient last night. I mean, we talked about this a bunch last night too, is the Carabins have young players. They're a very young team. So they kind of just go into it with that mindset of, I'm just going to let loose, play free, and get after every single ball. Another key attacker for the Carabins was their right side hitter. Being a left-handed player, you know, in Canada West, we don't see many on the right side, so she definitely caused some blocking trouble for the Alberta Pandas last night, and I imagine she can do some damage against the Thunderbirds as well tonight.
Yeah, Milica Djordjevic had the second team high on kills at 9 behind her teammate Menye Obele's 14. Meanwhile, on the Thunderbird side, as they always rely on Lucy Borowski's strong attacking form, what makes her such a powerful attacking outside hitter?
Honestly, I would say that goes back to just all of her experience and skill. You know, she trained with the women's national team this past summer. She got so much experience with that and playing at such a high level. She does a great job mixing up her offensive shots. She's so high when she attacks the ball, and she really just gets after it on every single swing.
Against the Spartans in the quarterfinal yesterday, she led the T-Birds in attacking 17 kills on 40 chances, 15 digs defensively as well for a team high of 17.5 points. Coming up next, we'll hear the starting rotation announced courtside from public address before we start this women's volleyball consolation semifinal here at the Langley Events Centre.
semifinal number 2 of the 2026 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Booster Juice.
Cet après-midi, nous avons le deuxième match des demi-finales consolation du championnat féminin de volleyball U Sport 2026 présenté par Booster Juice.
We welcome the Montréal Carabins and the UBC Thunderbirds.
Nous avons le plaisir d'accueillir le Montréal Carabins qui affrontera l'Université de British Columbia, Thunderbirds.
The officials for this afternoon are
Les officiels sont premier arbitre,
first referee, Ron DeJesus.
deuxième arbitre
Second referee, Samara Savor.
et les juges de ligne sont
The line judges are Swana Ng, Charlie Yee, Jordan Connors, and Sarah Copeland.
Et maintenant, il est temps de présenter les joueuses titulaires.
And now it's time to meet the starting lineups, starting with the Montreal Carabins. A first-year outside hitter, number 1.
L'attaquante de première année, Sophie Deschenaux.
A second-year outside hitter, number 6.
L'attaquante de deuxième année, Florence Lapointe.
A second-year libero, number 7.
La libéro de deuxième année, numéro 7, Ilona Milan.
A first-year outside hitter, number 8.
L'attaquante de première année, numéro 8, Sephora Meniobele.
A second-year middle, number 12.
Centre de deuxième année, numéro 12, Julia Lantier.
A third-year center, number 14.
Passeuse de troisième année, numéro 14, Naomi Babi.
A first-year libero, number 16.
Attaquante de première année, numéro 16, Noémie Hamon.
And a fourth-year middle, number 19.
Centre de quatrième année, numéro 19, Milika Djordjekovic. Les Carabins sont l'équipe visiteuse pour ce match et sont dirigés par Olivier Trudel.
Consolation semifinal has warmed up and we're set to begin. UBC Thunderbirds in their dark blue jerseys with yellow numbering. Starting announcer of their starting rotation players here.
La libéro de troisième année, numéro 2.
A third-year libero, number 2, Bronwyn Ettinger.
La centre de quatrième année, numéro 3.
A fourth-year middle, number 3, Jocelyn Lenarchich.
La passeuse de quatrième année, numéro 5.
A fourth-year center, number 5, Izzy Robertshaw.
L'attaquante de troisième année, numéro 7.
A third-year outside hitter, number 7, Elizabeth Lee.
L'attaquante de quatrième année, numéro 8.
A fourth-year outside hitter, number 8, Kylie Glanville.
La centre de deuxième année, numéro 15.
A second-year middle, number 15, Lenore Barbovich-Nod.
L'attaquante de cinquième année, numéro 18.
A fifth-year outside hitter, number 18, Lucy Borowski.
La libéro de deuxième année, numéro 19.
And a second-year libero, number 19, Daphne Demirol.
Montreal Carabins are in their white jerseys with navy blue numbering on the broadcast left side of the net, with the liberos in alternate color. Ilona Milan to start the floor rotation for them, while the Thunderbirds start with libero Daphne Demirol on their floor rotation to begin. Consolation semi-final contest to determine tomorrow's fifth place final. Going to meet the St. Mary's Huskies. First serve with the Thunderbirds setter Izzy Robertshaw as we count it down. We're underway here at the U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship consolation semifinal. UBC serving to Montreal. Right side attack, left-handed tip, lands in the middle of the front row.
Unfortunate first point for the Thunderbirds and a little bit of a weirdly off-speed, off-the-net attack from the Carabin, but it worked in their favor.
Deschanel with the lefty tip shot to get them side out to serve the next ball. Robert Shaw sets up her middle blocker right beside her, Barbara Lovich-Nad. Side out answered quickly by the T-Birds. They get the next ball with their expected leading attacker, Lucy Borowski. Jump float serve. Starts the next rally. Naomi Babby sets the left side attack. Obele. Menier Obele for the Carabin gets side out right back.
That's that aggressive swing that we were talking about earlier. She just comes in with so much speed and puts so much pace behind the ball.
Deschanel's serve at 2-1. A serve that glances off the passing hands of Borowski. Next point from the Carabin, a 3-1. Net ball to exchange side out, 2-3 upcoming.
I don't mind seeing that switch in pace from the service line, but if you get an ace on ball one, why not go after that same serve and try for it again?
Barbara Lovich-Nad has the next UBC serve. The T-Birds middle blocker delivers a 2-3 service ball. Babby sets the ball left side. Mignon Bele against a double block. 2-0 kill against Glanville.
Again, such a great aggressive swing. You know, against a big blocking team as well, like the Thunderbirds, you gotta work around the block and find ways to score, and she's doing a really great job taking advantage of the hands.
Service ball from Sephora Mignon Bele starts the 4-2 rally. Right side attack. Glanville 2-0 killed against the Carabin to get side out. Three serving four. Next ball with Glanville. Babby sets a right side attack. T-Birds dig it out into a joust, bounce back to them. Left side for ball for Liz Lee, going for the deep left corner roll shot, lands it into the corner.
It's definitely a Liz Lee special there. She brought that out a lot last night, a little bit off balance and not in the best spot to attack the swing with her full capacity and just bringing that cross body shot down the line.
Service point to tie it fours. Glanville's next ball is too far. Side out with the lead change to Université de Montréal. Milica Djordjevic on the next serve. Very firm jump float serve forces a free ball back. Back row attack. Deschanel. The dig crosses the net. Opposite dig crosses it again. Right side step around. Tool kill. T-Birds in transition.
Love seeing that middle transition right off the bat from the Thunderbirds. Lenarchik has been so successful this season, running that step around, giving herself opportunities to score.
UBC side out to tie at fives. Next ball is hit into the net from Liz Lee to exchange next rotation. Setter Naomi Babby's ball at 6-5. Float serve into a attack on two from Robert Shaw. Dug out in the front. Left side countering transition attack. Carabin score.
Amazing swing from La Pente there on the left side. She saw the block well, a little bit too far on the outside of the court from the Thunderbirds, opening up that cross-court swing.
It's a foot fault on the service line that gives away the service point. Exchange of side out 6-7. Jocelyn Lenarch's ball. Naomi Babby sets the attack left side. Deschanel, tool kill to beat the double block.
The Carabins are doing a really great job so far using the hands of the blockers in front of them. Looks like a little bit of a late approach by Sophie there, but she got around to it and fired away.
Robert Shaw shots the right side attack. The deep tip by Glanville's dugout. Carabins set up the retaliation in the middle, quickly converted by Julia Lantier. Next serve at 9-6. Ace serve from the Carabins gets them up to 10. T-Birds change the front row position to bring on middle blocker Emily Seelogs. Long serve landed past the UBC baseline, changes next rotation. Izzy Robertshaw takes the next serve, 7-10. Float serve to Mbele, and follow up is a rescue at the net. I think a net contact there ends the rally.
I love the hustle from the Carabins there. Looked like a little bit of a collision on the floor, but love the pursuit to keep the ball off the ground.
Service point to bring the T-Birds within 2. Next ball from Robert Shaw, rolls over the top of the net cord, and the diving save in reaction from Milan is not quite in time. A serve brings the T-Birds within 1. Next ball from Robert Shaw. Milan makes a steady pass this time to Babby. Left side, right side set up to Deschanel, hits cross to Lee. Left side follow up by Borowski. Roll shot dug out by Mbele. Back row attack. Deflected on the way to libero Bronwyn Edinger, and that changed the direction too much.
Montreal is one of those teams that are gonna put all the effort in on the defense and make UBC work for each and every point, and we're seeing that they're putting themselves in the better position to get those points.
Service error from Montreal's Lantier. Exchanges next rotation. 10 serving 11. Next ball with Lucy Borowski. Milan makes the pass to Babby. Right side setup. Deschanel tip shots dug out by Robert Shaw. Right side attacking chance. Glanville tool kill against the double block. Service point to tie at 11s. At the net, Babby sets the attack left side, and Mbele. Menio Mbele, excellent left side kill.
Phenomenal swing, and props to the Carabins for being in system there and having all of the hitters available and holding the blockers of the UBC side.
Montreal lead change 12-11. Liz Lee yields a free ball. Right side step round on the slide. Double block by the T-Birds.
Great block by the Thunderbirds. You can see there, if we get the replay, maybe not, but Leslie was up and over with her hands really early. She was set and just pressed.
Next ball at 12-all. Serve played into the rally from Seelovs. Left side block, same place. Liz Lee, defensive block again.
Again, super good by her, picking up her hitter, the angle of her hitter, and getting her hands over to the other side of the net quickly.
Lead change for the first time at 13-12. Seeloff standing float serve starts to rally to Milan. Babi with no blocker over center. Tip shots dug out by Lee in transition. Glanville cross-court ball is just a little bit wide left. Side out next to the Carabins 13s with Sephora Meunier Obele on serve. Firm float serve, rolls over a deflected net cord. Liz Lee returns a free ball. Babi sets up their middle blocker to attack, hitting out of it on the rise. Milica Georgievich. Server's point, lead change 14-13. Second ball on serve from Meunier Obele. Robert Shaw sets a back row attack. Roll shots dug out in the front by Babi. Left side swing, going cross. Reflex dig by Ettinger. The roll shot from left side by Lee. Dug out by Deschanel. Back row hit down the pipe. It's too low to clear the net from Meunier Obele.
Another one of those longer rallies where both teams need to be very engaged defensively. You know, there's so many options on either side of the court. Both of them have really strong attackers on all angles.
Glanville's jump float serve flies too far. It rotates the next side out. 15-14. Milica Georgievich's ball. It's hit into the net the opposite direction. Elizabeth Lee to the next serve at 15s. Jump float ball down the right side. This one is also too far. The two sides have to get out of a serve range control funk.
UBC is such a strong serving team, and that was shown during the entire season this past year, but right now they're not really in that flow state for the serve, so hopefully they can find a way to adjust and put some more pressure behind the service line.
Lucy Borowski double blocked by the Carabins front row. Lantier, Deschanel combination.
That's a great block setup. We can see here both blockers are up early. The middle stopped short and just put her hands straight into her face.
17-15 on the next ball and serve. It's into the net to roll over next rotation. 16-17. Jocelyn Lenarchish's ball next. Service error returned. Next rotation back to the Carabins. So we'll see a substitution to the serve. Emily Bork. Bork's float serve is into the net. Both teams fighting some nerves behind the baseline hitting serves.
Can't imagine that this is the way either of these coaches expected the past 5 points to go. Can imagine they're not too happy about it either.
17-18, the next ball was Robert Shaw. This ball will start a rally. Babi sets the ball left side. Meunier Obele cross court kill, excellent vertical leap. Side out Montreal, 19-17. Next ball with Lantier. Robert Shaw backs the right side attack. Leslie reflex dig keeps this going. Mbele again down the left sideline. Outside hitter. Excellent ball.
She does an amazing job seeing the block and putting herself in a position to attack at those high angles. to begin the set, we saw her going off the hands of the block. Blockers made some adjustments, opened up the cross court, and now she's really taking that to her advantage.
T-Birds call timeout before receiving serve again, 2017. CBC Sports is the home of university sports in Canada. The best U Sports men's volleyball teams are battling out concurrently at the University of Windsor campus at the 2026 BioSteel Men's Volleyball Championship. Continuing on today through tomorrow. Catch the action exclusively on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports on YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. Julia Lantier serve for Université de Montréal. They lead by 3 in the opening frame. Lantier's float serve in the middle. T-Bird set up in the middle, attack to seal off. The dig from Montreal crosses the ball back. Right side attack, double block, Carabins at the net.
It's a great first attack by Silovs. She's got a fast arm, we can see that here. She's just making herself available, going for the kill. But the Carabins have done such a great job keying on Borowski and making it really hard for her to score.
T-Bird substitution restores Barbarovic now to the front row as they look at Lantier's serve miss, clearing the net. Next rotation to Lucy Borowski's ball at 18-21. Float serve starts this rally. Babby sets a middle blocker attack. Tool kill lands for the Carabins from Georgievich.
You can just feel the energy from the Carabins here. They're staying aggressive, they're super involved, and they're having all their players involved. Everybody from the bench is supporting the players on the court.
Deschanel's serve starts a 22-18 rally. Left side attack, Leslie hits cross. Dig in the back. And now Mignon Bellet's attack generates tool kill. UBC huddle will time out again to regroup before they receive serve, this time 23-18. Volleyball fans, U Sports wants to hear from you about your viewing experience. Visit usportsfans.ca to join our fan advisory panel. Scan the QR code you see on screen as you can tell us about yourself to help shape the future of U Sports Championship broadcasts by giving us your feedback. And you also have a chance to win U Sports prizes along the way. Join the U Sports fan panel at usportsfans.ca. Sophie Deschanel's service ball with Montreal at 23-18. Robert Shaw sets up the middle attack. Barbarovic now jump just wasn't quite high enough to get to the ball. Carabins have 6 chances at set points. Well, the T-Birds change the setter assignment. Ella Ungamak is into the front row. Left side attack for Liz Lee through a double block. T-Birds deny the set point chance against. Next rotation at 19:24. Barbalovich now serves against 5 Montreal set points. Jump float serve to the left side to Deschanel. Babby sets the attack left side. Backcourt dig by the T-Birds. Going to the right side counter. Block back off of Ungamak's attack. Left side ball. Good roll shot dug out by Milan. Left side ball again. Meunier Obele hits to the second row. Left side attack. Lee roll shot. Meunier Obele makes a one-handed dig. Deschanel hits cross. Dig in the backcourt. Tip shot by Lenarchich. Lands on the baseline. Long rally. T-Birds fight out of another set point against.
Another long rally and, great defensive rally on both sides. Everybody's getting the opportunity to attack, but not in the most perfect situations, and everybody's having to continue the ball. And when they are put in a better spot to attack the ball, they're taking advantage of that.
Timeout from the Montreal Carabins side to huddle before they receive their serve again. They have 4 more chances at set points. Let's see what head coach Olivier Trudel has managed to tell his team to the huddle as they receive serve on match point chance. Leonora Barbalovich nads ball, 20 serving 24. Float serve in the middle to Milan. Babby sets the attack to the back row. Deschanel hits deep, just a little bit too long. Substitution from the Carabins restores Florence Lapointe to the passing line as Barbalovich now serves 21-24. Babby sets the attack in the middle. Tip shot by Georgievich. Dug out in the front. Left side attacking chance. Liz Lee double blocked in the middle. Milica Georgievich finishes set point 25-21.
It's a hard attack for Liz Lee to make there. Out of system, the blockers against her know that she's getting the ball and they're able to get their feet there and stopped and their hands over fast and early.
Montreal Carabins surges to the first advantage, 25-21 in the first as we go into the changeover event. You're watching the 2026 U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Booster Juice on CBC Sports.
Thirsty? With 5 essential electrolytes and 0 sugar, BioSteel is the game changer you've been looking for. All of the good stuff with no extras and no gimmicks, just clean, healthy hydration. Trusted by pro athletes since 2009. Steel sharpens steel.
It's not just about the victory. It's about the moments leading up to it. BioSteel, the fuel behind every victory.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
We are people first and players second. My identity is more than just athletics. It's how Christ shines through me, whether we win or lose. That's what it means to be the light.
You don't just fuel your body, you fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
CBC Sports is the home of university sport in Canada. The best university swimmers in the nation are in Markham, Ontario at the 2026 Swimming Championships. Daily coverage begins at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with preliminary heats, followed by medal final races at 5:30 Eastern. 2026 U Sports Swimming Championships exclusively on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports on YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. The two teams have made the changeover event and are set to begin the second frame following the first frame result with the Carabins surging to the advantage.
I think the biggest difference in that set between the two teams was the attacking efficiency. The Carabins did a really good job of implementing their block against the key hitter of Lucy Borowski, whereas the blocking lineups were not nearly as strong on the Thunderbirds side of things.
First serve from Florence Lapointe lands in the net to exchange side out. Next ball with the T-Birds serving from Lenarcic. Milan makes a pass to Babi. Tip shot from her middle blocker right beside her, Georgievich. Tip shot kill. Julia Lantier on the next ball at 1-all. Float serve to start this rally to Borowski. Gets up to attack off her own pass. A whistle stopped the play as a net violation against Montreal. Side out with the lead change 2-1. Next ball with Izzy Robertshaw, the T-Bird setter. Right sideline ace, mistakenly let land by Lapointe.
It's an amazing serve and a really hard serve as a passer to pass. It's coming straight down you, line to line. You're not sure the depth on that or if it's hitting the sideline.
T-Birds lead by 2. Next ball goes to Milan. Tip shot by Georgievich, block back, right side switch to Deschenaux. She hits the net. UBC riding a scoring streak, serving with their setter, leading by 3. Robert Shaw's float serve goes to the right side to Lapointe. Deschenaux hits off a double block bounce back. Now the pushover by Georgievich. Robert Shaw backs at the right side chance. Borowski in transition scores the kill.
Much better job by the Thunderbirds, staying engaged as the rally continues, not letting the play slip. And their blocking has increased substantially from the previous set.
Olivier Trudel calls timeout early in the second frame before receiving serve again at 5-1. CBC Sports is home of the university sports in Canada. Catch the best U Sports women's hockey teams as they battle it out in the 2026 Miller Waste Systems U Sports Women's Hockey Championship, happening at the Woolwich, Ontario campus. The action begins Thursday, March 19 next week on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports on YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. out of the timeout huddles. We'll resume with Izzy Robertshaw's ball on serve for the Thunderbirds in the second set. Float serve to the right side to LaPointe. Babby sets a left side ball, and Menye Obele didn't have enough arc to put the ball over.
Looked like she was not expecting a higher set and was a little bit on her way down while attacking that and just couldn't get it over the net.
Service point to push the T-Birds lead up by 5. Attack in the middle. Djordjevic gets a long-awaited side-out kill.
Great pass on a tough serve from the Carabin, and being that in system gives you the opportunity to run any one of your three hitters, and they really capitalized on feeding it to their middle.
Sophie Deschanel's ball at 2-6. One-handed touch deflection by Robertshaw trying to save an overbump. It's not going to work out for her. Service point to bring the Carabin within 3. Next ball from Deschanel. Serve to Glanville. Overbump off the pass. Liz Lee makes the reflex dig to deny. Knocked down. Babby sets a right side step around. Djordjevic. Dig by Ettinger. Pushed the ball across the net. Now the left side tip in transition. Menye Obele's tip shot generates a tool kill.
Great dig by Ettinger there. She got one blocker out in front of her, and having so much court to cover when the big swinger's coming up at you.
Robertshaw sets this UBC attack to the right side for Borowski. Soft block ball rolls through. A right side attack by Deschanel. Dug out by Lee. Left side counter by Glanville. Hits cross. Diving dig by Milan. Again Deschanel from the right side block back. Tip shot in the middles. Now Robertshaw sets a right side ball. Borowski's tip shot blocked back. Roll over back to Montreal. Deschanel from the back row. Tip shot. Ends a long rally.
Super smart shot by Deschanel there. She's a back row hitter. As a defender, you're expecting it to come to you with a lot more pace. She does a really good job seeing the defenders on their heels and bringing that short tip.
The Carabin within 1 at 5-6. Robertshaw to the left side. Glanville down the left sideline. It's just barely in. Side out to rotate the next ball to Lucy Borowski, 7-5. Jump float serve in the middle to Milan. Babby sets a right side step around slide attack. Djordjevic block back. Second chance. He gets to hit it again. In the middle of the pot, she lands it just in time to in front of Borowski's reach.
I love that reset from Babby to her middle hitter. You know, the first ball didn't work, but can you reset her, give her another opportunity, which in the end she was able to put it to the ground.
Sephora Menye Obele's serve at 6-7. Tip shot by Barbalovich. Now it splits the opposing block, lands it in the middle of the pot. Eight serving 6. The next ball with Barbalovich nod. Diving, lunge forward from the Carabin to rescue an off-balance pass. Left side attack, Liz Lee's tip is dug out by Deschanel. Left side countering chance, LaPointe, soft blocked in the front. Robertshaw sets up a back row attack. Borowski straight through the pipe.
We haven't seen much of that back row run from the Thunderbirds so far today. It was really effective in last night's match and for the remainder of the season, so I would like to see them bring it into the play a little bit more.
Next ball on serve with Barbalovich nod. Starts the 9-6 rally. Milan's bump pass slips through her hands to yield an ace serve. T-Birds pull out a 4-point gap on the scoring run, serving with Barbelovich-Nad. Left side attacking chance. Lapointe down the sideline, absolutely ripped kill.
It's a phenomenal swing. UBC Thunderbirds were not too... Sorry, I got lost in the replay. They caught her a little bit too late, didn't pick up her angle quick enough on the block, did not get set.
Glanville answers back with a tool kill from the right side, and we'll see a couple of substitutions from the T-Birds bench before the next serve. Setting assignment changes the next ball to Mackenzie Campbell's hands. Campbell starts the 11-7 rally. Chair umpire hasn't whistled in the serve. This will be a do-over. Awkward pause as Mackenzie Campbell figures out what she did. Now the let reserve is whistled in. Babby sets the ball left side. Lapointe off the double block, dug out in the back. Left side attacking chance. Tip shots dug out by Lapointe. Deschanel in transition hits cross, reflex dig. Thunderbirds yield a free ball. Babby sets the attack in the middle this time. Reflex dig again in the back by Borowski. Right side tip by Lenarchich is blocked back. Montreal gets side out. Naomi Babby on the next ball for the Carabins. 8 serving 11. Right side attack. Liz Lee hits the tool kill. Liz Lee rotates her own turn to serve. 12 serving 8. Float serve flies too long though. It'll move the next rotation. 9 serving 12. Next ball with the Carabins, Florence Lapointe. Jump float serve to the right side to Borowski. She gets it back to attack. Down the sideline, it's good enough to score the kill.
Borowski did a good job working with that set. Looked like it was a little bit flared off the net, not in the best position for Borowski to get a big kill on it, but she did a good job, you know, just working with what she got, giving the ball a little bit less pace and maneuvering it a bit more.
Lenarch's serve at 13-9. Tip at the net is double blocked by the T-Birds defense. Service point to increase the advantage up to 5, 14 serving 9. Lenarchich's jump float serve starts the rally to Lapointe. Meunier Obele's tip against double block generates a tool kill.
It's a great use of that set from the Carabin there. You know, a little bit too tight of a set, which should give the advantage to the Thunderbirds, but they didn't pick up the ball itself.
Next rally at 10 serving 14. Left side attack. Borowski hits cross. The reflex dig by Lantier. Double block at the net. Barbelovich-Nad contains that attacking chance.
First time I think that the Thunderbirds have put a stop to the key hitter here of Meunier Obele.
Ungamak's serve starts the 15 serving 10 rally. Quick attack set up well for Georgievich to hit through, get side out back. Next ball with Montreal's Sophie Deschanel at 11-15. Float serve to Liz Lee. Campbell sets a left side attacking chance. Borowski hits to Deschanel. The dig crosses the net. Right side step around. Barbalovich now hits to Milan. Tipped ball out of Georgievich's hand is double contacted, says the chair umpire.
It's looking a little bit more frantic on the Montreal side. The previous set and earlier on this set, you could see they were very loose. They were playing with lots of joy, but it seems to be decreasing, maybe a little bit tense, a little bit more pressure to win this set.
Lucy Borowski's serve starts a 16-11 rally. Campbell sets it left side. Liz Lee's tip climbs over the net. Left side counter, Menier Obele for the Carabins. Montreal bench will substitute Menier Obele's turn at serve. With Ava Genier taking the next ball. She starts the 12-16 rally. Setter stump, attack on two, works for Mackenzie Campbell.
Campbell gave that one away a little bit early, in my opinion. She couldn't really do anything else in that situation, so unfortunate that the blockers of the Carabins could not take advantage of that.
Leonora Barbalovich nads ball with a 5-point lead for her team, starts a 17-12 rally. Babby bumps at the left side, tip by Lapointe, dug out in the front, right side switch for a back row attack. Ketterland dig that out, Deschanel hits, falling backwards to Borowski. Now the left side countering chance, double block by the Carabins at the net. Georgievich in the middle of it.
See on this replay, another early and quick block lineup from the Carabins. Haven't seen much of Amy Skinner this weekend yet, but she has such a heavy arm, but the Carabins did a good way of stopping her immediately.
Georgievich's serve starts the next rally. From the back row, Babby bump sets to the left side for Lapointe. Cross court ball, sharply cut, landed just in time. T-Birds bench elect to call timeout before they receive serve again at 14-17 in the second. Volleyball fans, U Sports wants to hear from you about your viewing experience. Visit usportsfans.ca to join our fan advisory panel. Scan the QR code you see on screen. Tell us about yourself and help shape the future of U Sports Championship broadcasts by giving us your feedback and also a chance for you to win U Sports prizes. Join the U Sports fan panel at usportsfans.ca. Carabins ready to resume on serve with Milica Georgievich trailing by 3. Jump spin serve from her starts the rally. Left side attacking chance. Amy Skinner does well to climb up to her vertical leap. Tool kill. Next ball with Mackenzie Campbell, the T-Bird setter at 18-14. Babby sets a right side attack. Sophie Deschanel, cross court ball just a little bit too wide left.
I like seeing Deschanel go after that swing placement, you know, take out the back row setter, make it a little bit more difficult for the Thunderbirds to get a good attack. They've been struggling so far on out of system attacking. So I don't mind that she went for that swing, but unfortunately just missed the sideline.
Timeout from the Carabins bench before they receive serve again, 19-14 in the second. The last remaining timeout from the Montreal bench has been spent by head coach Olivier Trudel as his team receives serve next, trailing by 5. Mackenzie Campbell's float serve goes to the right side. Gabby sets up the left side chance. Lapointe cross-court kill through the gap.
It's definitely how you want to come out of a timeout when you're down by 5 points.
Carabin double substitution. One of them will change the service rotation as Florence Sigman has the next ball at 15-19. Sigman's float serve starts the rally to Borowski. Left side attacking chance. Ungamak hits cross dugout in the back by the Carabin. The counter with right side attack. Now free balls return to them. Right side set up and a second chance to finish. Carabin in transition.
I really like when setters reset their hitters and give them another chance after the first chance didn't score. And even just back to our original comment about the left-handed hitter on the right side. In Canada West, we don't have much of that, so the Thunderbirds, are getting used to making those adjustments, and those adjustments need to be made quicker.
Florence Sigman misses the next ball on serve, and that changes the next rotation to the T-Birds at 20-16. Amy Skinner's ball on serve. Jump, float serve, starts the rally. Set up to the middle's tip shot, blocked back. Second chance hit by Langley, blocked back again. Left side switch, still a point, double blocked. Now the tap down scored by Lenarchich.
Great net play by Lenarchik there. So much happening, and she does a really good job staying disciplined and being quick up on her feet.
Service point to lead by 5. Continuing on serve do the T-Birds have with Amy Skinner. Jump spin serve, yields an ace, aggressive pace put on the ball to get the service point. UBC lead up to 6. Next ball from Skinner. Roll over the top of the net, saved by Sigman, but not quite high enough to still be playable going into the back row.
A little bit of a lucky ball for the Thunderbirds. Decent up on the serve receive, but a bit of a miscommunication from the Carabin.
Serving run continues on the T-Bird side, serving with Skinner, and out there up by 7. Two-handed tip in the front, dug out by Ungamak. Left side countering chance. Soft block by the Carabin in the front. Left side switch to the point. Down the left sideline. Is it just in? Chair umpire says brushed by the UBC blockers on the way out. Emily Bork rotates to the next serving rotation, coming in off the bench at 17:23. At the net, Mackenzie Campbell sets the left side chance. Excellent cut shot going cross by Borowski.
It's an amazing save by Campbell. you know, a little bit too tight to the net, but she's back row, so she needs to make a set, can't put the dump over, put Borowski in a great position to go for that sharp cross shot.
T-Birds have 7 chances at set points to climb back to level terms. 24-17. At the net, the attack from the middle, blocked back against Lantier. Free ball returned to the T-Birds. Campbell, left side to Borowski. Hits cross, reflex dig by Milan. Tip shot out of the middle, mistimed jump for Lantier will give away set point conclusion 25-17 in the second.
It's a good comeback from the Thunderbirds from the previous set. Didn't look like they were playing with their full potential, and we saw glimpses of that here in the second set. So I imagine that they'll come out even stronger. But then again, on the flip side, I will imagine that Montreal will also come back firing.
T-Birds and Carabins at level at 1 set apiece. You're watching the 2026 Women's Volleyball U Sports Championship. We'll continue in the third set after this break. You're watching on CBC Sports, live from the Langley Events Centre.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Feel every hit, point, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline. Our passionate team unlocks a world of possibilities with digital broadcasting made simple, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. Proudly Canadian, ISI Live, be there.
En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine, parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
Le sport en direct sur icitout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est icitout.tv.
You don't just fuel your body. You fuel your drive. We're not here to preach hustle. We're here for the ones who show up. You know who you are. The moms who make mornings feel like magic. The runners lacing up before the scroll. The dreamers writing it down before it's real. And we're here for you. Real fruit, real fuel. Booster Juice. Fuel for what's next.
CBC Sports is the home of university sports in Canada. Catch the best U Sports men's hockey teams as they battle it out at the 2026 University Cup, presented by Steel Mazda, live from Halifax, Nova Scotia. The action begins Thursday, March 19 next week at 12 p.m. Eastern on CBC Gem, cbcsports.ca, and CBC Sports on YouTube. U Sports on CBC, where champions are made. The two teams have made the changeover of ends. Carabins to the left side of the net, T-Birds to the right from our sideline view here at the Langley Events Centre as we continue on this consolation semifinal. Third set to begin after the two teams split the first two. Set scores of 25-21 Montreal in the first, 25-17 UBC in the second. First serve from the T-Bird side with Amy Skinner gets us back to start third. Attack out of the middle. Skinner makes a reflex dig. Free ball back from Borowski. Babby sets the middle attack. Hit by Lantier to the left side dugout. And the counter off the net is whistled stop by the chair umpire. Montreal's awarded the point to take side out next ball. From Lantier starts the rally. Setter's dump, attack on two, works for Izzy Robertshaw.
Love that dump placement by Robert Shaw there. Not sure if she knew that there wasn't a player there, but I'm going to go with that she did.
1-1. The next ball over from T-Birds on serve, and Menier Obele's attack hits in the net. Second ball on serve with Jocelyn Lenarchich at 2-1. Babby sets up a left side chance for Menier Obele. Soft block in the T-Birds in the front. They backtrack to rescue this ball. Free ball returns to the Carabins. Babby going to the right side for Deschanel. Hits cross to Glanville. Touch over on 2. Now the joust bounce back. Dug out by the Carabins. Deschanel down the right sideline this time. It's just a little bit too far.
Another good scrappy rally from both sides, especially the Thunderbirds there. Running down a little bit of a wonky dig, but I love to see that defensive pursuit, especially going into a third set when we're tied 1-1.
Jump float serve. Starts the next rally from UBC up by 2. Robert Shaw to Barbilovich-Nad right beside her. Middle blocker attack, hitting it out of the rise. T-Bird serving run has given them a 3-point lead with Jocelyn Lenarchich. Next ball from her, near miss to the Montreal baseline, just a little bit too long. Two serving 4, next rotation to Sophie Deschanel. Float serve, starts this rally to Skinner. Left side attacking chance, Borowski's blocked back. Robert Shaw sets the right side, double blocked back. Now Borowski returns a free ball. Naomi Babby sets up the middle attack. Mirta Georgievich ends a long rally. Sophie Deschanel's next ball on serve at 3-4. Robert Shaw sets the attack in the middle, just mistimed a bit by Barbilovich-Nad. Service point to tie 4-4. Deschanel's next ball starts the rally to Borowski. Returned feed from Robert Shaw to Borowski, hits cross. Milan digs it out. Counter attack works right away. Naomi Babby, tip shot kill.
Love the setter dump from Naomi Babby. Looks like Borowski made the correct read and was there, but just a little late on her press or didn't expect her to actually dump the ball.
Lead change at 5-4. Deschanel's float serve starts the rally to Skinner. Right side attacking chance. Off the partial deflection. Now Montreal from their left side. Menier Obele scores the transitional kill.
It's a shot we haven't seen often from Menier Obele. You know, she goes for that hard-driven, sharp angle shot and bringing a little bit more of a off-speed, not necessarily off-speed, but a little less power behind it and into the deeper areas of the court.
Cross-court attack by Borowski's dug up by the Carabins. They push a free ball back. Borowski, second chance to attack, hits cross. That's too powerful for Milan to dig a second time. Five serving 6 on the next side out rotation to move the ball to Izzy Robert Shaw. Jump float serve to Milan. Babby left side for Menier Obele. Just cut the ball too sharp. It's not enough to clear the net. Service point to tie at 6s. Robert Shaw continuing on serve for the T-Birds. Milan makes the pass to Babby. Right side attack. Just forces its way through the T-Birds double block.
It's another one of those swings where the blockers are there and they're in the right positions, but their arms are what's late and not giving them the block.
Sephora Meunier-Obele's ball at 7-6. She hits it out. Next rotation to UBC with Lucy Borowski at 7s. Jump float serve is out the back, the opposite direction. Next side out rotation to Milica Djordjevic's ball. Jump spin serve hit very firmly, generates an overbump. Diving dig forward by Ettinger keeps this up. Free ball back to the Carabins. Naomi Babi, right side setup. Deschanel, soft block deflection. It's just enough air time to leave Glanville, not enough to get pancake dig.
The Carabins have been doing a really good job of feeding the ball to Sophie Deschanel there. She's taking advantage of it and bringing multiple different shots.
Carabins lead by 2. Left side attack by Skinner going cross. Milan digs it out. The left side counter is hit off the antenna by the Montreal attack, and that's out of bounds. Thunderbirds next rotation to Leonora Barbunovic-Nad. Float serve rolls over the tape. Step up attack by Djordjevic, hits the Borowski. The net save keeps the T-Birds in this rally. Middle tip, drops in the middle of the puck. Scored by Julia Lantier. Naomi Babi's ball at 10 serving 8. Jump float serve, starts the rally to Skinner. Gets it back to attack off her own pass. Cross court kill, Amy Skinner.
That's the swing from Amy Skinner that we were missing in the previous set. You know, she's super active and has such a fast arm. Just wasn't put in her best position to get those attacks, but here we are. She's in a much better position and she's getting those kills.
Glanville serve at 9-10. Robert Shaw, setter's dump. It's brilliant surprise attack for her in this match.
Definitely the opportunity to setter dump. You know, perfect pass. Blockers aren't really expecting a setter to go for the dump. She took advantage of that well.
That's an equalizer on serve at 10s. Jump float serve from Glanville to the right side. Back row attack down the pipe by Djordjevic, straight through. Lead changing side out for the Carabins. Rotates to the next chance to serve with Florence Lapointe. Borowski makes the pass to Robert Shaw, right side, step around on the slide attack, converted well by Lenarcic.
We haven't seen much of that step around this set. We saw a glimpse of it in the previous set, but Lenarcic has been super successful all season with that run, so implementing it a little bit more as the match goes on will be crucial for them.
Amy Skinner's ball at 11-all. Deschanel cross court, attacking right to the diagonal corner.
Perfect swing by Deschanel there. A little bit off balance, maybe not her best approach or hardest swing, but Amy Skinner was quite high in the court, leaving the corners open for Deschanel.
Montreal substitution to change the serving rotation as Charlotte Gaillon swaps out Julia Lantier. Gaillon's serve starts at 12-11 rally. Robert Shaw sets it left side for Borowski, double blocked, and the bounce back was dug out by Glanville. Borowski again from the left side, hits to the sideline. Dig there by Babi. Deschanel from the right side, transitional kill.
Amazing swing by Deschanel. You know, all game she's been going for that deep cross-court shot or a little bit of a sharper shot. We haven't seen her turn it down line yet, which she did an amazing job just now.
Next ball on serve from Gaillon is into the net to exchange next rotation. 12 serving 13 rather, and the next ball with Jocelyn Lenarchich. Milan makes the overhand pass to Babi, left side set up. Menio Bellet, soft block, out of bounds rescue keeps this rally going from Glanville. Milan sets a right side attack. Deschanel hits the Lenarchis. Tip from the back row by Glanville. Now Lapointe hits from the back row. Middle tip. And Barbulovic is nabbed. Tip shot is whistled, illegal lift.
Unfortunate way for that rally to end. Great defensive pursuit early on by Glanville, and overall both teams hanging in there. Hard swings are coming at them, but they're doing a great job keeping the ball alive. Unfortunate that Barbulovic-Nad was on the net to end that rally.
Double substitution from the Carabin bench. Sigmund takes over setting responsibilities, and the next serve, well, Anouk Mathieu van Rossum has the middle blocker position in the front. Robert Shaw sets the ball left side. Borowski, soft block by the Carabin. Milan digs it out. Menio Bellet in transition from left side, blocked by Barbulovic-Nad. (13) serving 14. Ace onto the baseline from the T-Birds.
Miscommunication on the Carabin side. Almost expecting the libero to take majority of the court, so surprised when that ball was dropped.
14-all. Second ball on serve from Robert Shaw. To the net, Sigmund with a one-handed tip. It's not going to rescue an overbump that would have went into the net. Lead change on Robert Shaw's serve continues at 15-14. Menio Bellet takes the pass, gets up to attack on the same sequence, just overhit at the diagonal corner.
A little bit of a mishit by Menio Bellet. You know, she's up and high and she has those angles, but maybe a little bit too early and slightly on her way down, not getting that top spin on the ball that she needed.
Ketterban changed the front row rotation to restore Sophie Deschanel, as well as Naomi Babi back onto the floor. Robert Shaw's serve starts the rally. Tip shot on attacking on twos. Whistle the double contact in Naomi Babi's hands.
I love that dump. Definitely would not have expected it. Clearly caught the Thunderbirds off guard. Just unfortunate that it was a little bit mishandled.
Timeout from the Carabin bench before they receive serve again here midway through the third. The 2026 Esports Women's Volleyball Championship here at the Langley Events Centre, presented by Booster Juice, continues today through tomorrow with the semi-final matchups to come in the evening session. Tournament packages and single game tickets are on sale now. Visit usportstickets.ca to order your tickets today. Chase the glory. Both head coaches, Doug Reimer for UBC and Olivia Trudel from Montreal, have one timeout remaining in this third set. as Izzy Robertshaw readies to serve the next ball. Her team leads by 3. Floats her rolls over the top of the net cord. Georgievich saves it from going down. In transition, Nenye Obele cross-court kill.
That's the swing that Omenye Obele was definitely looking for previously. She did a good job making that adjustment, putting herself in a good position to attack at that angle.
Eva Genier has the next ball, substituted in off the bench to relieve Menye Obele. Jump float serve, starts the rally to Skinner, left side attack. Glanville, tool kill against the double block. Lucy Borowski's ball next at 18-15. Float serve through the right side. On the back row, it'll be a free ball back. Robert Shaw backs at the right side, chance for Glanville. Bounced back and dug out by Borowski. Free ball to the Carabins. Left side attacking chance. Cross court hit LaPointe. Chair umpire stopped the rally there. This is ruled a net violation. Montreal point.
Quite a few net violations on both sides of the court this match.
Milica Georgievich's serve starts the next rally. Tip shot over from the T-Birds. Now the Carabin counter of the tip of their own. Diving dig by Ettinger keeps it up. Babby sets up a left side for LaPointe. Soft blocked. Dug out in the front. Free ball returned off of Ettinger's third touch. Left side attack again, LaPointe. Ettinger digs it out, backtracking. Left side attack in transition, Amy Skinner.
Another great rally. Not the cleanest rally. The Thunderbirds, weren't in the most, they weren't in the best situations to swing. A lot of free balls being sent over, but they held in there with some great defense, especially by Ettinger there, just standing in the cross court and giving Amy Skinner the opportunity to swing away like she just did.
Leonora Barbalovich is Nad's ball next. 19 serving 16 in the third. Floats her to the left side. It tricks Ilyona Milan's passing attempt. Ace serve. Timeout from the Carabin bench before they receive serve again, 2016. Volleyball fans, U Sports wants to hear from you about your viewing experience on our live broadcasts. Visit usportsfans.ca or click the QR code visible on screen right now to join our fan advisory panel. Tell us about yourself and help shape the future of U Sports Championship broadcasts by giving us your feedback. Join the U Sports fan panel at usportsfans.ca. T-Birds back on serve with Barbalovich Nad as they lead by 4 in the third. Milan has her bump pass go sideways a bit. Free ball to the T-Birds. Tip shot in the middle by Lenarchich. Now the countering attack from the right side. Deschanel cross-court kill and transition.
Another great swing by Deschanel in the back row there. She's really been an outlet for this Montreal team. I would have liked to see the Thunderbirds take a little bit more advantage of that free ball they received off the serve.
Next ball over from Montreal side, 17-20 rather. Babby sets a right side attack. Middle blocker hit by Lantier. T-Birds dig it out. The transition right side tip by Glanville, just a little bit wide right.
Lanville maybe being a little too tricky or precise with that shot. You know, that's one of the ones where you just got to keep it on the other side of the court and make them play the ball.
Naomi Babby's jump spin serve starts the next rally, 18-20. Amy Skinner, cross-court kill, left or right.
Good reset by Skinner there, getting, you know, a little bit of a weird pass, maybe not expecting it, but being able to get outside, make herself available, and get a kill.
Setter substitution to the T-Bird service rotation here with Mackenzie Campbell taking the ball. Float serve to the right side. Babby next with her middle blocker behind her back, set up well to get the Caravan side out.
Amazing run and phenomenal swing by the Caravan. We saw that run, the little 61 run, quite a bit last night. It worked really well for them, and we've seen it a couple times tonight, but I would expect them to continue using that.
Float serve across, start 19-21 rally, right side kill, Amy Skinner. Skinner moves her own turn on serve next at 22-19. Jump spin serve from her is too low. Moves the next rotation 20-22. Caravan serve with Julia Lantier. Jump spin serve going cross to Skinner. Campbell, left side ball for Borowski. Tip shots, dug out. And the tip back. T-Birds recycle in the front for Borowski. Into the pot, just enough to get the kill in transition.
Smart shot by Borowski, going for a little bit more of an off speed. The Caravan were there, read it, but you know, didn't get a great enough up to keep the ball in play.
Jocelyn Lenarchich at 23-20. Float serve starts this rally. Babby, next middle blocker hit from Georgievich. Right side attack in transition, converted well by the T-Birds.
Great swing by Ungama. We haven't seen much line attack really from either team this afternoon, but Ungama does a good job coming in and getting herself in a good position to hit around the block down the line.
T-Birds have 4 chances at set points here in the third, 24-20. Left side attack, going cross. Ketterban just barely get away with letting the ball land all the way to the baseline.
Close to a free ball kill for the Thunderbirds there, but just an overall great swing on the Caravan side.
They serve against 3 more set points, 21-24. Deschanel's ball starts this rally. Left side attack, Borowski clinches set point. 25-21. We'll see the 2-1 lead for the T-Birds as they change over of ends, switch with Montreal. You're watching the U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Booster Juice on CBC. Continues after this.
Delaney, Northwest Territories, the birthplace of hockey. Here, you'll find a community full of history and tradition. A community that Quaker surprised by transforming their arena kitchen into a Quaker breakfast bar. Stocked with our Canadian whole grain oats, it's now a place to gather, to eat, and to celebrate. We're proud to feed the passion for hockey in the place where it all started. Because we believe no matter where you're from, you've got this.
That's embarrassing. You know it's not embarrassing? Using FIG for a home improvement loan. A quick, simple, and transparent offer in minutes. Borrow better with FIG.
Delaney, territoire du Nord-Ouest. Le berceau du hockey. On y trouve une communauté riche en histoire et en tradition que Quaker voulait surprendre avec une toute nouvelle cantine déjeuner Quaker dans son aréna. En plus d'offrir notre avoine canadienne à grains entiers, la cantine est maintenant l'endroit pour se rassembler, manger et célébrer. Nous sommes fiers d'alimenter la passion du hockey dans son village d'origine, parce que peu importe d'où tu viens, t'es capable.
U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship will culminate in the gold medal match tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific here at the Langley Events Centre, to be played by the winners of the two semifinal matches coming up in the evening session here at the LEC. The two teams have made the changeover of ends to start fourth set. T-Birds have the 2-1 advantage in their favor. Montreal's ball to start the fourth. Jump float serve starts this rally to Skinner. Left side set up, Borowski's tip, dug out by Menyo-Bellet. Back row hit, soft blocked in the middle by Seeloff. She sets it up left side for Borowski. Cleverly improvised attacking sequence. Side out by the T-Birds to rotate the next ball to Borowski. Jump float serve goes cross to LaPointe, left side ball. Menyo-Bellet, soft block by the T-Birds in front. Robert Shaw backs at the right side chance. Glanville's tip. Chair umpire whistles the rally stop. Net violation against Montreal. Service point by the T-Birds, lead by 2. Jump float serve goes cross to LaPointe. Attack from the middle position, converted well by Julia Lantier.
The middle attack on the Carabin side has been so effective today. We've seen them run the quick in front numerous times, and they're just so high and above the UBC blockers. They have all the angles to hit.
Service from Montreal starts a 1-2 rally. Attack by Seelovs, rolls over to Ketterban. Joust on top of the net, off the overbump. Converted well by Amy Skinner. Three serving one. The next ball with Emily Seelovs. A standing float serve from her. Starts the rally to Milan. Attack from Georgievich, bounced back. Second chance, hitting in the same place, through everyone on the T-Bird side.
Great first block by Lenarchik on the Thunderbird side. And then I love the reset by the Carabin, going to the middle again and able to hit a different angle because the first one didn't work out for her.
Next ball with Montreal, 2 serving 3 from Deschanel. Left side set up and hit well for the Amy Skinner kill.
That tempo from Robert Shaw has been working very well with Skinner.
4 serving 2 on the next ball to UBC. Serving with Glanville. Diving dig in the front is not quite enough leverage from Naomi Babby to keep the ball in the rally. Next ball from Kylie Glanville at 5, serving 2. Milan's pass crosses the net by mistake. It's capitalized there on top by Jocelyn Lenarchich.
The serving pressure has definitely increased on the Thunderbirds side. Glanville has been one of the top servers for the Thunderbirds all season, and I think that's been lacking a little bit in this game, but she's found her groove again and she's bringing some bullets.
The men's side of the national volleyball contests for the U Sports title is happening concurrently at the University of Windsor. They'll play their gold medal final tomorrow, Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Watched live on CBC Sports for our coverage of the men's side of volleyball in Canadian varsity sports. Just like the third set, head coach from Montreal, Olivier Trudel, had to troubleshoot his team's serve receiving troubles. It was a slow start in the third set in this similar fashion. T-Birds serving here, leading by 4 from Glanville's chance to serve. Setter's dump, attack on 2, has the T-Birds completely surprised. Naomi Babby. Sephora Meunier-Obele's turn at 3, serving 6. Float serve through the middle. Right side tip by Lenarchich. Diving forward, the Carabins keep it up. Left side switch. Skinner hits the Milan. Back row attack. Meunier-Obele hits the net.
I like seeing the aggressive back row swings, but those are the ones where you can't drop your arm because you are so much further from the net. You got to go for those deep high corners.
Amy Skinner's ball at 7, serving 3. Jump spin serve. Ace. Dropped quickly in front of the hands of Eva Janier.
It's the 8th service ace for the Thunderbirds in this match.
That gives them the 5-point lead. Next ball from Skinner. Through the middle to Milan. Left side attacking chance. LaPointe blocked back. Recycle to the same place for LaPointe, going for the tip. Dug out by Skinner. Free ball back to the Carabins. Left side attack for LaPointe, aiming at the diagonal corner. Lunging dig and a setter's dump at the net by Robert Shaw. Milan digs it out. Back row attack by Janier. Right on the baseline.
Lots happening in that rally. Some collisions everywhere and good play, good defensive pursuit from both sides. And I love going for that end line on the back row attack.
Georgievich's jump spin serve is a good one. Aggressive top spin pace generates the service ace.
Only the 3rd service ace for the Carabins in this match.
Second ball on serve from Milica Georgievich will start the 5-8 rally. Glanville makes the pass to Robert Shaw, left side set up. Borowski perfectly placed, diagonal cross court kill.
Borowski's definitely doing a much better job offensively the past couple sets. She started off a little bit slow, wasn't getting as many kills as she usually does, but she's found a way to start scoring points again.
Jocelyn Lenarchich's ball at 9, serving 5. Milan bump sets the left side set up. LaPointe attacking ball generates a joust on top of the net. Won by Robert Shaw, setter to setter. Service point for British Columbia to lead by 5. Babby sets a right side attack, attacking from the back row. Deschanel hits to Skinner. Left side ball for Borowski. Tip. The dig by Deschanel crosses the net. It's a wide right.
Another smart shot by Borowski, bringing something different each ball that she gets set.
Serving run continues for the T-Birds, riding Lenarch's momentum. This is an ace serve off Eva Janier's hands.
Thunderbirds are definitely in their groove a little bit more on the service line. I mentioned this when Glanville was serving, that they're a big serving team, lots of service pressure. That was lacking early on in this game, but it seems to me that the servers are getting more comfortable and bringing those consistent serves again.
Ketterban restore Meunier Obele to the passing line. Left side ball for LaPointe, soft block by the T-Birds. Robert Shaw to Seelovs. Kill tooled off of the hands of Lantier. Ketterban changed the front row formation with Charlotte Caron coming on. Thunderbirds up by 8. Float serve from Lenarchert starts the next rally. Tip shot in the middle. Done well by the Ketterban to get a long-awaited side-out point.
Very smart shot by Charlotte there. You know, middle's up in defense. You got 2 blockers on you. Why not throw that tip shot short into 4?
Next serve from the Ketterban at 6:13. Setter's dump. Robert Shaw's made that trick play work for her all match long.
I think that's the 4th setter dump that has scored for Robert Shaw there. She does a really good job disguising it and pulling it out in great points of the set.
Timeout again from the Ketterban bench. They will exhaust their timeouts early before they receive serve again next at 14-6. Volleyball fans, U Sports wants to hear from you about your viewing experience. Visit usportsfans.ca to join our fan advisory panel. Help shape the future of the U Sports Championship broadcasts by giving us your feedback. Join the U Sports fan panel at usportsfans.ca. UBC's riding a 4th set advantage by 8 points here, 14-6, coming out of the timeout huddle.
I would expect the Carabin to come out with a little bit more energy and a little bit more fight. We haven't seen much from them this set, but they can bring so much. And, you know, we've mentioned they're a younger team, so I'm wondering if that comes into play a little bit here with experience compared to the Thunderbirds.
Robert Shaw starts the rally, but it's just out too far from her service motion, and Ketterban get the next rotation serve restored to them at 7:14. Service from LaPointe is into the net to yield the next rotation to the Thunderbirds at 15-7. Lucy Borowski's ball next. Jump float serve from her to Milan. Babby sets a left side attack. Meunier Obele drills it to the baseline.
Thunderbirds definitely not happy with that call. I mean, we can see here on the replay, maybe looked out to me. But then again, I'm not down on the floor calling the lines.
8 serving 15 on the next ball served from Gaillon. Joust on top of the net. It's won by Milica Djordjevic. Carabins within 6. Next ball on serve from Gaillon. Starts the rally. Left side set up for Skinner. Soft block back. Chase down, rescue by Ettinger. Keeps the T-Birds in the rally. Babby sets a middle attack. Georgievich again.
Definitely want to avoid giving free balls over when Georgievich is front row. She's been super active tonight. She gets up there, makes herself available.
Gaillon's serve starts at 10-15 rally, but it's into the net to rotate the next change on serve. Looks like the T-Birds will substitute to that position. Barbalovich nod restored to the floor. And she takes the next ball, 16 serving 10. Jump float serve from her, starts the rally. It's an ace off the hands of Sophie Deschenaux. T-Birds score the service point to lead by 7. Next ball from Barbalovich Nad. Rolls over the top of the net cord. Reflexive rescue by Babby to keep the rally going. And it's won them the point with a tip shot follow-up.
It's a good scramble by the Thunderbirds, but those are the ones that are really tough to keep in play when you're so tight and it's rolling in and off the net, and trying to get it over with a low pass is quite hard.
Deschenaux serve starts the next rally, 11-17. Left side cross-court ball hit by Amy Skinner. Cut perfectly. Diagonal sideline to sideline. T-Bird side out to restore a 7-point margin, 18-11. Next ball with Glanville. Milan makes the pass to Babby. Right side step around attack. Works out well.
The connection between Babby and Georgievich is incredible. They've been doing so well tonight. You know, whether keeping her in front or running her behind, she's been unstoppable.
12 serving 18 on the next ball from Menio Bellet. Robert Joss has a pipe attack. Borowski delivers a powerful kill through the middle channel.
Another run that we haven't seen much of in this match, but I would like to see it a little bit more.
T-Birds change on Ala Ungamak to the front row rotation while Amy Skinner has the next ball on serve. Now the chair umpire's whistle allows the serve to be played in. Skinner's jump spin serve is into the net. Next rotation to Montreal at 13-19. Milica Georgievich's ball. Jump spin serve from hers into the net. Next Thunderbirds service rotation to Jocelyn Lenarchich. She starts the 20 serving 13 rally. Overbump off pass receive. T-Birds get the free ball back. Right side tip, tight to the net, dugout in the front. This will return another free ball. Left side ball for Borowski. Beats the opposing double block. Carabins restore Julia Lantier to the front row formation as they'll receive serve. 21-13. Tip in the middle. Drop shot landed by Lantier. First play back off the bench. She does well to get her team side out.
I think that's the second time we've seen the middle run against the middle. You know, the short little tip, you have two blockers up against you. There's a middle playing defense in 5. You definitely want to keep it to that side of the court.
Carabins start the next rally on serve. Left side attack. Borowski's double blocked by the Carabin front row. Deschanel and Lantier on the combination double block.
You can just see here on that replay the lineup with the block and how quick and fast the hands are over the net.
Right side ball, attacking chance. Angamax. Ball dug out and Carabin respond right away. Milica Georgievich. UBC head coach Doug Reimer elects to use timeout before receiving serve again. 16-21 in the fourth. Ketterman on serve at 16-21. Both teams have spent both of their respective timeouts here in the fourth. Campbell bumps at the left side for Borowski. Tip shot over, dug out by Georgievich. The countering attack from Lantier blocked back, and the second chance follow-up. She runs out of room standing underneath the net.
Might have been a little bit too high of a set for the tempo that she was going to run. Was already on her way down when attacking that ball.
22 serving 16. The next Thunderbirds serve with Ella Ungamak. Back row tag sends the Thunderbirds reeling way in the backcourt. Not enough room for Amy Skinner to chase down.
Phenomenal swing from the back row. Not sure if the Thunderbirds were necessarily expecting that.
UBC substitution restores Izzy Robertson to her setting responsibility as she'll await the next serve from Montreal. 17-22. Net ball off serve, and the Thunderbirds take the side out with a 6-point lead. Serving next with Lucy Borowski. Jump floater from her cross court, lands on the floor, perfectly landed on the diagonal sideline.
That serve was coming over the net quick and with some angle.
7 chances at match points here, 24-17 for the T-Birds on serve. Attack from the middle, block back against Lantier. Left side switch. Sephora Meunier-Bellet's the ball is out of bounds, wide left. T-Birds come from behind from a set down to win the next 3. Complete this consolation semifinal victory, 25-17 in the fourth.
Definitely a slower start to the match, I think, on both sides. You know, definitely the Thunderbirds didn't play to their full potential in the way that we've seen them play all season long. I think, you know, losing that first set definitely lights a fire behind you, and then you want to reach that potential, perform a little better, which we did see towards the end of the match.
University of British Columbia Thunderbirds advance to the 5th place match tomorrow, where they will meet the St. Mary's Huskies from the earlier consolation final result. In summary set scores, 3-1 UBC over Montreal by counts of 21-25, 25-17, 25-21, and 25-17. Trinity, one last analysis from you to pick out your sentimental favorite, perhaps, for best player of both teams.
For Montreal, I would give it to Milica Djordjevic. She played phenomenal. She made herself available in all aspects, serve, receive, transition. She was working really hard, and she was getting those big kills that we love to see. Was also super active when she was in the back row. And I think, you know, in a match like this where you've already lost your quarterfinal and now you're playing in the consolation, it's hard to come out bringing that much energy, and she did a really great job. And then on the Thunderbird side of things, I would give it to Amy Skinner. She didn't start the match, but came out with 7 kills on 12 attempts, hitting 500, and that's really hard to do. She did a great job as well, bringing some fire, some energy, and, you know, the offensive kills that we were missing earlier on in that match.
Commiserations to the Montreal Carabins team. They will see their playoff drive end here on the consolation semifinal result, but it's silver lining, if there's any to consider for them, is that they'll return the same squad next year, if all the players having still eligibility remaining. We'll go to the floor level public address for the formal post-match ceremony to give out some prizes for players of the game.
Please draw your attention back to the court, where we will recognize the Nike team players of the game.
Chers partisans, nous attirons maintenant votre attention sur le terrain. Nous allons dévoiler les joueuses du match Nike de chaque équipe. Pour reprendre les prix, veuillez accueillir.
To present the awards, please welcome Spartan alumna and former national team member Lise Reimer. As well, Next Gen head coach and NEP head coach Matt Kruger. The Nike team player of the game from the Montréal Carabins.
La joueuse du match Nike des Carabins de Montréal est Ilona Milan, la libéro. La joueuse du match Nike de UBC est
the Nike team player of the game from UBC, number 9, Amy Skinner. Congratulations to both teams on a match well fought.
Félicitations aux deux équipes pour un match âprement disputé.